Customer service is seriously key if you want to keep your business running and growing. Hello and welcome. I'm Naomi Mc Laughlan, and today I want to really rant a little bit because just recently what happened to me was that I had to buy some electricity, because apparently in the UK you have to fill up your key meter, so it's almost like a prepaid system. Anyhow, so I went round to the corner shop just around where we currently stay, and you won't believe what happened to me. And I thought, this is not going to happen. I will never ever spend a single penny in that shop again. Why? Because the manager apparently, I mean, it's a very tiny corner shop, so I have to say everybody in there is the manager, so to speak. Anyhow, so I went up to the counter with my baby girl in her buggy, and what happened was that I allowed somebody else to go first. So I tried to get out my key meter, and I also had some sweets and some stuff in my little basket. And the girl behind the counter looked like less than 20 years old and said, "I'm the manager, and hey, you're barred from this shop." And I was like, what? What does that mean? I mean, I've never even heard the name or the term barred before. So I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not English, so I don't know what you're talking about. Could you please repeat it or explain what you mean? And she was like, I've already told you you're barred from this shop. And I was like, what? Please, come on, give us a clue. And she was like, barred means you are not allowed to shop here anymore. And I was like, what? Why? I always come here. And she said, you've stolen a cheeseburger. What? A cheeseburger? Seriously? I don't even eat meat. So directly I said, I'm sorry, but I don't even eat meat. Why would I steal a cheeseburger? And she said, the other day I caught you eating a cold burger from our fridge freezer. I was like, what? Why would anybody ever do that? And also, plus, I mean, do I look like I need to steal a cheeseburger in this shop? And even going even further, do I need to eat a cheeseburger cold? So I really had to content myself and think, okay, hold on a minute, she might just she's possibly making a mistake. She didn't. She was 100% sure, and I was like, no, I can tell you, I would, number one, not steal a cheeseburger. Two, I don't eat meat, so it can't have been me. And now comes the kicker. She says, yeah, but you look like her. And I was like, what do you mean, you look like her? Yeah, you're the same type. And I was like, what's that type look like then? Well, anyhow, and she goes like, yeah, your type. And I was like, what type? And she was like, yeah, the foreigner, the black type. Really? Seriously? You can't say that, especially in this country. You cannot say that under no circumstances. And I'm like, what? What's your name, please? And she was like, you're bad. And I'm like, no, what's your name, please? Because I'm going to take your name and I'm going to contact your customer service hotline or whoever is in charge. And she was like, I'm the manager. And I'm like, I don't really care, because obviously you're not able to manage, because if you would, you could have taken me aside, not in front of the queue where everybody can hear your accusations. You could have taken me aside to just verify that I'm actually the person you want to talk to, because that person who stole your burger or ate your burger in the shop is apparently not me, although we might look similar. And that's another issue, isn't it? If you make a mistake, apologize. She did not apologize. So eventually she did give me her name, and I called the customer service hotline of that little corner shop chain. And instead of directly apologizing, they were like, okay, we first have to watch the CCTV camera. And I'm like, what? I mean, the footage. And I'm like, what? You really have to do that? You do that. And then you can tell that whoever that other person was, definitely not look alike. Anyhow, a couple of days later, I then received a phone call to apologize. And I was like, and that's it? And then they told me, well, she has not been barred, but she has now been removed to be the manager in charge of that little corner shop. And they're gonna put her in a different position or something like that, as if losing her I don't know, her position as a manager or whatever. And I thought, why would anybody put such a young, inexperienced, non-trained person in such an important position? Because those little corner shops, they live and die with the people who actually go shopping there. So if you run your own business, and if you really care for your business to grow and to succeed, then I can just recommend that each time you put somebody in position, train them very well. I mean, not just in terms of being rude and being nice or polite, but also in terms of laws and requirements they would have to adhere to. Because, so especially in the UK, for instance, you have the Equality Act 2010, which basically means that you can't discriminate on certain characters. I mean, characters like gender, age, religious background, or even ethnicity. And obviously she made a mistake just because of my color, and probably the other woman who ate that burger was also brown like me. Wow. I mean, there's so many people who are colored in this country, everywhere in the world really, that she would have really had to pay attention before accusing me while I was actually trying to buy something. Anyhow, so just to cut it short, my little rant, if you do have customer service, make sure, and customer service personnel, make sure that they are very well trained. And if you are the one in charge, then obviously make sure you don't accuse somebody in front of a queue or in front of anybody, really. Make sure you get the right person. And then also, plus, and that's the main thing for me, if that poor woman was so hungry to eat a cold burger in a shop, then I think what she needs is not to be banned, but to be referred to some help. So that's another thing, which actually showed me that this shop assistant or shop manager, whatever, really didn't care. Because if that would have been my shop, I would have tried to help her. I mean, heat the burger up, for God's sake, or don't eat any meat at all. But if that lady is so hungry, then give her something to eat, and not make her feel embarrassed, because people, I mean, I don't think people steal food and eat it cold if they, I mean, otherwise would get food anywhere else. So if they do that, they must be certainly hungry and they need our help. So that's another issue, which really made me feel like I'm never ever gonna shop in that shop again. And when the customer service rep called me back to apologize, he said, "Oh, and by the way, you're of course not banned and you're welcome to shop here again." Do you really think I'm gonna spend £1, $1, or any means in that shop again? Of course not. Of course not. Plus, all the people I know, well, not everybody wants to hear my story, but of course this spreads. Bad customer service spreads, and it spreads easily. So, and before you have your name dragged down because such an incident of an employee or a member of staff, or even yourself, if you make a mistake, make up for it. Apologize. I mean, 10,000 times apologize, because you cannot do that. Well, that's it for today. So if you have customer service representatives, or if you are a brick and mortar store, be polite, be direct, but if there's anybody in need, then please help them and don't embarrass them, because I'm sure when they caught the real girl, they really embarrassed her for a burger. Come on, I mean, seriously? I would love to hear your comments, and so leave them below. All right, okay, I think I have to stop my little rant here now. So if you're in customer service, like I said, help people out, don't embarrass them, and don't embarrass the wrong person. And if you do, apologize. And that's it for today. So if you like this video, please like, comment, follow, and share. And if you have any questions, please email them to me. I'm Naomi Mc Laughlan. And by the way, I'm finally on Snapchat. So if you like this type of videos, like my little rant, or if you want to follow me on Snapchat, it's Naomi Mc Laughlan, as always. So have a great day.